Alright, everybody. It is the Arty 84 show. We are live here in this fine town of Revere, Massachusetts. Of course, the Adam the Mallet to the right of me.
Yes.
And,
Your co-host and confidant.
yes, and we got little Tommy Brady to the left. She's at a scene right now. You got little Nola Breezy. She's, guiding the Mallet right now, his feet.
She is.
And we're about to, audibly pleasure you. And audibly pleasure you and visually pleasure you.
Yes.
And elephants upstairs are home and ready to go, so they're making lots of noise up there as usual. Episode 22 here. How's everyone's week? How's your week, Mr. Mallet?
My week has been okay. It hasn't been bad. It hasn't been complicated. It's been just a week. I wish I'd have something cool to report, but so is life.
Did you do anything exciting?
No, not really.
Did you discover a cure for anything?
You know, I was onto something in my laboratory for cancer,
Yes,
but
the
just
laboratory.
didn't work out.
Met one of your chemists. Are you and your crew of chemists? So many. Every week, it's a new chemist.
It's a new chemist, right?
I don't know how he does it, people. I don't know how he does it. But if you're watching right now and you enjoy this show and you want to listen to the podcast, just go to iTunes, type in the Arty 84 show, and subscribe. Or subscribe to us on Facebook, or YouTube, or anything like that. We gotta play that stuff. We need some subscribers, you know?
We do. I saw Dunkirk, actually, the other day.
What, I went to high school with?
No, Dunkirk. It's a movie that just came out. It's a big
Oh, I
deal.
thought you were talking about Richard Dunkirk.
No, who the hell is Richard Dunkirk?
I'm pretty sure I went to high school with him.
That's cool.
Or college, or something like that. And I know a Richard Dunkirk.
No, I saw Dunkirk at the IMAX in Reading
What was it about?
the other day. It's a war movie about the Battle of Dunkirk.
I'm not familiar with the Battle of Dunkirk.
Oh God, it's a story about
It's a
bunch
World War II battle? Or?
Oh God, yes it is.
Okay.
Oh God, yeah.
Well,
no,
I'm not a World War II confidant.
Oh, so basically a bunch of British soldiers were trapped. British and French soldiers were trapped on a beach.
Okay.
And they had to get the hell out of there in England because the Germans basically took, had the area locked down, and they had to get the hell out of there. And it was a great movie, but it was like nothing I've ever seen before, actually.
Really?
It was cool because it doesn't focus on. There's no like romantic backstory. You know how some war movies there's like some romantic backstory, the war is going on.
Yeah.
No, this is just 2 hours straight of action. There's no backstory. Any conversation is about the war.
Yeah.
And it's just there's 3 main stories, but they all just flip-flop between the 3, and it's just.
So what happens at the end?
Well, I mean, sorry, spoiler alert, but the Germans do eventually lose. But not in this movie, it's weird because...
No, in World War II? Get out of here.
You don't see the enemy at all in this movie. You just see their planes.
Yeah.
You see their, their bombs. You see, but it's funny because I never thought a movie could exist like this, where it is extremely different than anything I saw. It's just so fast-paced, where it's like, on to the next problem, on to the next problem, on to the next problem.
Interesting.
And I totally recommend it, especially in like IMAX and Reading. Oh my God, like
Good stuff, yeah.
Yeah.
That's a real IMAX and Reading.
yeah,
Some of
not
those fake IMAX.
No, I've had this conversation before.
Yes.
It's like fuck it. Like,
I went to a fake IMAX in DC when I was living down there to see Star Wars, and literally the screen was like 2 feet bigger than it was for a regular movie screen.
It's a little bigger, but it's not like the one in
Stupid.
Reading.
It's not right. Reading's almost like going to the Omni Theater.
Yeah, there's like 8 of those, I think,
It like
in the country.
engulfs you. It's like amazing. That's
And
what
like just the sound was like completely chaos.
Yeah.
It's like the bombs hitting. It was
Awesome.
amazing. It was a great flick.
just want to give a big shout out.
That scares me though.
That's cool. It's good to be a little scared.
The sound in
Oh.
theaters,
Yeah.
because you don't know what's really happening.
But it's a safe scary. You're fine.
You're in a movie theater. Oh, you mean like that thing that happened in like Denver?
In Colorado,
Colorado?
yeah.
I guess so. Nowadays, yeah.
Yeah. I don't think of that though.
Dunkirk. Go see it.
Yeah, go see Dunkirk. It's a great flick.
Just want to give a shout out to Alex Wallace, big fan of the show. He watches every week. Here's a question for you, Adam. Do you think Kyrie to the Celtics, but we lose IT? How do you feel about this? Because in order to get Kyrie Irving, we have to give up IT and probably Crawler.
We're not going to get Kyrie Irving. It's not going to happen.
I'm just saying,
Cleveland.
just
Hypothetically?
hypothetically. He wants out. He wants to leave. He wants to leave Cleveland. He does not want to play.
He wants
for
to,
LeBron.
but they're in our division. But Cleveland does have such a sucky management. Maybe it could happen, but I don't see it happening.
Would you risk losing IT to get Kyrie?
Well, Kyrie is younger. I hate to play the height thing, but it is a factor.
Both injury prone though.
Both injury prone.
Kyrie better defensively. Isaiah better offensively.
You see, here's the thing. Isaiah's already reached his ceiling. I feel like he can't get any better than he already has been.
Which is pretty good. He's the fourth best scorer in the league.
It's good, but how old is he? 30?
30.
30? Okay.
Yeah.
And Kyrie's at 25,
27.
26? 27?
Yeah.
But I feel like the ceiling on Kyrie is higher than what Isaiah is right now.
But here's the thing. Kyrie was on that, was that your phone? That might distract me.
It was mine, I'm sorry. I'll turn it off.
Kyrie was on that Cleveland team for 3 years, and they were in the basement every single year.
Yeah.
As his rookie, his second and third year. He didn't become Kyrie Irving as we know him until LeBron came. So is he really that good?
Who knows? I mean,
if he was really that good and that much of a game changer, how come he wasn't making it to the playoffs before LeBron? Because he was drafted on that team in 2011.
How old was he then?
LeBron didn't come till 2014.
How old was he then?
He was 21,
I mean, players need time to develop.
I guess so.
Right,
But
you know?
I mean,
I don't know. It's hard to say, but the fact of the matter is, we're not going to get Kyrie Irving.
probably not.
He's in. I don't know. It wouldn't
So
surprise
Alex, I
me.
hope that answers your question.
Yeah.
I'd rather have IT
Me too.
and the draft picks to possibly get Anthony Davis if he goes up in February.
But you got to separate yourself from being a Celtics fan, and if it's really worth it. I mean, I feel like the height thing is an issue, and I hate to say it's not discriminatory, but it is.
But there's been many short players that have been successful throughout the years.
But how old are they once they finally?
I mean, I think a short guy has a longer career than a tall guy.
I don't think it's batted around more.
I think you get battled around less, and I think you have less impact on your legs because you're literally 2 feet less gravity pulling you down.
I feel like that there's not enough data for that because I feel like there haven't been as many people are as short as him that have been this good.
See, Alex says Kyrie wants to be Kobe, wants to get. What does he want to say? Kyrie wants to be Kobe, wants to be the general of the team. That's why Kyrie's a little butthurt because now LeBron's there. He's not the general.
But if he has an attitude about it, he's not the kind of guy that would fit in here.
No, not at all.
No. So
I don't know. I think he's all right. I don't think he's the guy I would go after if I was going to go after a guy.
yeah, I feel like his ceiling's higher, but at the same time, it might not happen because of injury.
He missed a season and a half because of what? Stupid. He breaks everything. Everything. He's like an Avery Bradley. Everything gets injured on him. But who knows? We'll see.
We'll see.
That season's going to stop pretty soon. We got Patriots kickoff a week from tomorrow.
Oh God. That's
Training camp,
Dude,
and then first game is 2 weeks from Thursday.
I don't think about summer ending.
But not 2 weeks from Thursday, Suze. Spring preseason starts.
Woo woo!
Where she
Can't
gets to
wait.
get excited for 4 weeks, and then on week 1 be disappointed. Like, right?
No.
Week 1 disappointed her last year because that's when week 1 was against Oakland.
Yeah.
The Saints were playing Oakland, and that's when what's his face and the coach in Oakland went for it on went for the 2-point conversion for the win instead of the tie.
At the very end.
At the very
with
end.
10 seconds
Yeah,
left.
and got it and
That's pretty.
in New Orleans to top it off too. So that set the tone for the rest of the year for the first lady over there.
I think it's hilarious how some people weigh so much in on preseason when it doesn't matter. Like my mom, I love my mom to death, but like she watches preseason football, and if the Patriots will lose or something happens, she's like, "Oh my God, they suck!" It's like, Mom, it's freaking preseason. Like the real people aren't playing like it matters. You know what I mean? Like these are more so people that need to prove themselves.
Well, we got another message from Alex. He goes, Tom Brady's 40 years old next week, or 2 weeks from now. He's going to be on the cover of Madden for the first time in his career. Do you believe in the Madden curse?
Oh, the Madden curse. Actually, there's an article I've been drafting on this. Actually, I went through all the players that have been on the Madden cover, actually, to try to find out. And actually, it's
pretty consistent. Because Gronk was injured that year he was on.
No, but you have players, too, like Larry Fitzgerald, who have been on there, who it actually worked out okay. Honestly, it's I would say...
Well, 50-50?
I'll publish it tomorrow.
Alex, read it tomorrow on thepacky.com.
Or Whirlwind, yes.
Or the Whirlwind.
Check out my website, yes. On the Poor Man's
Packy.
But,
the Whirlwind report. That's what Susie calls.
No, I have to publish that, though, but I don't... It's interesting. I mean, yeah, Gronk got injured, but it is the first time the two Patriots players have been back-to-back.
Why, Gronk was on last year?
Gronk was the last year.
Or was it last year he was on? Or I thought it was the year before that. Yeah, so hey. What's next? Was Skalski going to be on it next year?
Oh God, what a kicker!
Yeah, has there ever been a kicker on Madden? I don't think there has been, has there?
I don't think so.
Vinatieri would probably be the only one.
But
if there was ever one.
I don't think that. No, Vinatieri's
Imagine having a kicker. Imagine having like a long snapper on the cover of Madden.
I'm gonna be on it.
Doing what?
Cooking.
Yeah, Madden NFL 20.
Cooking with Sue's.
Yeah.
You have a big chef's hat on with like the pan underneath your eyes?
Yeah.
Yeah! Sunburst Sue's.
Susie.
So, speaking of sports, I noticed O.J. Simpson got paroled.
How do you feel about that?
I think it's awesome because what's he going to do next? And I love
Who knows? That's the thing. What will he do next?
So, there was a prison guard that, he was an officer.
Yep.
He wrote a book about it because he became good friends with O.J. And
Okay.
he wrote like a whole chapter in his book about O.J.'s genitals.
The whole chapter's just on his genitals.
Yeah, they had him on Fox News a couple days ago.
And what does he talk about in this book regarding...
Well, he blamed it on his co-writer.
Okay.
He's like, no, my co-writer wanted that in there, and they're like, okay, well, thank you for telling me that. And you should look
Yeah, but what do you talk about? Like, what is there to talk about?
Exactly. Well, he said he felt like...
Like, how can you fill a chapter?
Exactly. How do you fill a chapter? I don't even know.
I mean, it's pretty straightforward.
Big dick. Bye.
Sure.
The end. I mean, he said he felt like less of a man.
Yeah.
And he's like, well, maybe is that why OJ wasn't happy with it? And he's like, I think it's a compliment.
We're getting a lot of people saying, free the juice. The juice is free.
Juice is
a lot
loose.
of OJ supporters out there.
The juice is loose.
You know, I think it's
the
interesting.
Juice is loose.
Yeah, so now we can go on E and tell everybody how he's Khloe Kardashian's dad.
Well, there's two things coming up. I think that OJ will have a reality show on E.
Oh, definitely.
And I think, did you see Lamar Odom's coming off a book? And it's a tell-all about the Kardashian family. It tells you who Khloe's real father is. It says what Kim does for money. It does some other deep, dark secrets of the whole Kardashian family.
Well, it's funny because Scott Disick is doing the same thing.
Yes.
So I think it's going to be hilarious to see this little podge.
I think it would be hilarious because if we read both books and they're quite accurate, wouldn't you have to say that perhaps they're telling the truth?
Probably, but would it really hurt the Kardashians in the end? Would it really? Because people always pay attention whether it's...
It won't hurt the Kardashians. It'll just help... what's his face? Help them. Disick and Lamar.
Definitely.
It's not going to hurt them.
But I feel like the whole Khloe being OJ's daughter thing, if true, would tear everything apart. Because you know how the mom is like complete snot and runs everything, and you know she wouldn't tell the truth to them. So if that ever came forward that it's true,
I'm sure they know.
Could possibly.
You don't think they know?
I hope they
You don't think Khloe
What
doesn't
if
know?
it turns out that the mom's the one that killed Nicole?
Okay,
Because
that's a
she
little
was
much.
having a crazy affair with OJ.
Okay, that'd be hilariously
There's
awesome.
Well, OJ was already, but they're already divorced.
Yeah.
She was already divorced?
Yeah, because that's why Ron Goldman was over there, the boyfriend.
Oh, yeah.
The Jew.
So you're saying that Kris Jenner is responsible for Nicole Brown Simpson and Ron Goldman?
No,
Is that your theory?
No, it could be a theory.
What's the theory? Is it the wrong fit? It doesn't have to be right or wrong. This is the first I ever heard this one. This is breaking news here on the Arty 84 show.
Only because she states that she was her best friend.
True.
And how twisted is that?
It's twisted enough to be accurate.
And the Kardashians, I believe, are twisted.
Yeah.
Twisted.
Ford released a new Bronco this year. Coincidence?
Definitely not.
It's from cousin Brittany. Do you think that OJ will be picked up in the brand new Ford Bronco as a promo? Oh my God! Great promo for Ford. Ford pulls up in front of the prison with the brand new Ford Bronco and drives him at a reality show all the way to Miami.
That would be funny. I don't know if OJ would be for that.
I think he would. It would be money. You get a free Bronco.
But now that he's out, I wonder if Ron Goldman, because he still owes a bunch of money to the Goldman estate. Because remember, he lost a civil trial. So he still owes a bunch of money. That's why he robbed that place
okay,
for
so
memorabilia.
I just got some facts right here. Ron Goldman wasn't the boyfriend. He was returning glasses. He was a waiter.
Yeah, he was, but he was fooling around with it. But the fact of the matter is, the father, remember, OJ lost a civil trial.
Yeah.
So, and ever since then, that family, the Goldman family, has been like hunting.
Well, they owe him like $30 million. Yeah. $30 million.
It got to the point where OJ did an interview and he had a watch on, and the dad was like, "I want that watch. You got it."
Well, the problem about that is he has that pension that they can't touch. So he's making about $100,000 a year since he was 65. So he has like $5 million waiting for him, or $500,000 waiting for him when he gets out of jail.
Yeah.
So, but the Goldmans can't touch that. They're like speculate,
Other things they can, I'm
yeah,
sure.
the specifications of that.
But you think now these out? No, they're not going to let that go. They're going to completely hunt and try to make his life a living hell.
Lamar is a crackhead. Well, no one.
He's a crackhead.
He did. That is true. That is not an allegation. That is a true fact. And he did take the date rape drug at the brothel, and he gave himself the date rape drug in the brothel in the middle of.
He bought like
Nevada?
an over-the-counter like
Stimulant?
one of those pills that you can buy that's like one pill and it's plastic. I've seen them at like a 7-Eleven or. Like
Did you ever use one?
No, I've never used one of those. No. I did.
Ronald Doubleback's brother used to use them all the time.
I did once try a. What is it? You can buy like a Vitamin Shop or GNC. I tried something once. That just to see what it would do.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, hey, you know what? I don't care if it's going to do something. Let's see if it doesn't. And honestly, it worked, but it backfired. Like,
Me too.
It gave me this massive hard-on, but I had like the cold sweats and a fever at the same time, and I thought I was going to die.
I think I caught that playing Oregon Trail when I was a kid.
It was bad. I'm like, yeah, how could anybody? It's like, yeah, I got this massive hard-on, but nothing's going to happen. I couldn't do anything with this because I'm going to fucking die.
Well, I'm surprised you didn't pass out.
No, I didn't. No, it
Lock
was only for like 20 minutes.
blood.
It was only for like 20 minutes, but it was pretty scary.
Extends pills. Alex wants to know.
Extends pills.
Have you ever used those?
No, Extends are mostly a bunch of vitamins and stuff like that. You can use
Is it
those.
true? Does it work?
I don't know. I've never tried Extends. Try at your own risk.
I guess so.
I'm trying to remember what it was that I tried. It was called Yohimbi, I think it was called.
That was my nickname in high school. I was the Yohimbi kid. I was most likely to be the Yohimbi.
Yeah, I don't recommend anybody try that. It was hell. It was real hell. I don't know, maybe the side effects are different for other people, but I was like, oh, let's see if this is something that could really do anything.
And didn't do anything, huh?
No, I told you, it gave me this ridiculous hard-on, but what good is a hard-on if, like...
It's like having a Corvette but no gas.
Exactly.
What good is it? You're going to sit in front of the beach?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's like, who cares? Just, try stuff, see what it does.
Whatever. Alex, have you used Extends? That's what I want to know.
No, I've never used Extends.
I'm asking Alex.
I
just said, Alex, did you use Extends?
Yeah, I did.
And Cousin Brittany says, the Goldman father says you'll never see any money from the OJ thing. It's all protected. So the only money he was ever going to get is from the memorabilia that he ended up trying to steal.
Yeah, that's why he ended up in jail.
And then you see they interviewed the guy he stole the stuff from?
No.
Said he's still friends with OJ, and if you needed a ride to get picked up, he'll be more than happy to drive him. I still think that's a great promo. Ford Bronco releases a new Bronco.
I think that'd be great. I agree. Did you see the Michael Phelps?
Alex does not. Yes, he's never used Extends either. I want to say that was the biggest load of crap I've ever not watched in my life. I told Susie when we first seen the commercials, I said to her, and I quote, "This is stupid. There's no way in hell he's actually racing a shark." Did I say that?
You did say
Well,
that.
And I'm not going to waste, and it's an hour long to get to the fact where they superimpose a friggin' shark next to him.
Yeah.
It's impossible. They're not going to have, even if he was in a cage and they were pulling the cage with the boat,
Yeah. Well, first
the
of all,
shark would have ate him.
I knew it was impossible because I didn't even watch it because, let's face it, you can't judge. The shark might decide, I don't want to go in this direction,
And then
go
eat
this
him?
way.
Yes.
Or eat him, or whatever. It's not going to stay in the same lane. It might turn in the other direction. So, of course, common sense. It's
I think it was-
It's not going to race a shark.
Now they're
It's
going
not
to
gonna
have,
happen.
who's the other guy? Who's the one who beat up all the people in Brazil? Or did
Oh, Ryan Lochte.
Now we're not-
I fucking hate
We
that
want
guy.
Ryan Lockley to get dumped in the New England Aquarium fish tank with live electric eels and see if we can survive that.
I would love that. I would
Michael
go-
Phelps, why would he do that?
I would pay. Hold on. I would pay $500 to watch Lochte
Yeah.
get eaten by a shark. I hate that guy. He's the biggest school bag I've ever seen in my life.
Next
How
week,
many viewers were there?
about way too many.
Yeah, and it was like an hour, and they dragged it out.
Yeah, it was the kickoff of Shark Week, which people like Cousin Brittany still watched every single day.
Hey, I like Shark Week, but that was a horrible kickoff. That turned me off. It was
Shark
horrible.
Week, yeah, Shark Week was funny once.
I like Shark Week. I think it's kind of cool, but at the same time, I don't like this shit. It's like you don't need to do shit to get more viewers.
Yeah.
I like Shark Week. Why
Well,
would you do something like that?
Listen, sharks swim fast. What can I say? And so does Michael Phelps. He's a freak of nature. What can I say?
He is a freak.
He's a fast swimming mofo.
He is, but he lost.
He lost.
Considering he can only swim like 6 miles an hour, and a shark can swim 25.
True. You say Bailey lost though.
I know, right?
I don't know how that works.
I don't know. I have no idea. I think there was a ploy to make it look like it was close.
It was a superimpose. I was like watching like a Toy Story movie.
I didn't even watch it because I knew.
I watched this on Facebook, on YouTube, some of the scenes from it.
Yeah.
And at the very last scene of the show, it was literally like a superimposed water with Phelps and a superimposed shark swimming. And it was like, are you kidding me right now? This is what I'm watching?
Wow, I'll have to check it out on demand or something to see what I'm.
Another question coming in. How do you feel about Devers at third on the Red Sox?
Well, judging by what's been going on, he's had a bunch of errors and like a phenomenal amount of errors.
A little rough, right?
Yeah, a little rough.
A little rough. His field and his hitting's good. Oh, well, at least in AAA, he was hitting over 300. But they showed him field and he missed 50%. He screwed up 50% of the field balls that were hit to him during a AAA game or something.
Yeah, which is kind of scary because isn't AA the new AAA? Let's face it. I feel like everybody who's really good goes from.
Too honestly, there's a handful of AAA teams that are better than some professional teams.
Yeah.
I really think baseball should go in the lines of what they do in the Premier League for soccer. Do you know how they do that?
No.
So you have like the 12 teams that are in the Premier League that play, like the Manchester United, all that, right? But then there's these lower level teams that are like essentially farm leagues, but they're all in the one league, right? So every year, if you say you're a bad team and you don't win, you get kicked out of the Premier League and you get brought down to the farm league, and then a team from the farm league gets brought up to the Premier League. So you have to like continuously win. If you don't win or compete, you get brought down to the lower level until you can prove yourself down there to get brought back up. So essentially, it would be like if, say, if the Red Sox had a really bad season this year, and Pawtucket was blowing it out of the water in AAA, Pawtucket would be brought up to the majors, and the Red Sox would be brought down to the minors.
That's pretty cool.
Pretty crazy when you think about it, right?
Actually.
And it doesn't necessarily have to be your farm league, and as a matter of fact, it doesn't. It's just teams in general. So you could split up. This is another thing we talked about a few weeks about getting rid of MLB teams. This is something else they could do. It almost could be like a quadruple four league, where you take 15 of the teams in the majors and have them play. Then you have 15 teams that are not AAA, but we call them triple four teams, right?
Yeah.
And the best of those teams have to try to be into the majors. And then if any team in the majors starts sucking, they get brought down to the triple four team. And you still have your farm leagues, and then this way you can have some competitiveness, and teams could actually have to do something.
Yeah. Well, that's cool.
Yeah, and the Pod Sox, they may be moving, so we talked about it a few times ago about building a new stadium, and that's all that city has.
Yeah.
Well, the plans fell through. So the Pod Sox are either leaving and going to Providence, which they wanted to go originally, or Worcester is also. Worcester's, do you know New England's second largest city? I did not know that. I figured it was Hartford or Providence. Worcester is the second largest city in Massachusetts.
Are we in Periscope this week?
Yeah, we're on the iPhone.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because we have to record off the iPad this week, so.
Curious. Okay. So we can't see our questions?
We can't. We only can see the Facebook questions. Damn. So if you were watching on Periscope, just go to the Arty 84 show, Arty with a Y, on Facebook, if you have Facebook, or the Packy on Facebook, or the other one, and we're answering questions from there.
Yes, we love you, Periscope. So, you definitely throw some good.
It's some entertainment, yes.
Yeah, so definitely join us on that.
If we have someday we have a producer, they could possibly just yell the questions up to us.
That'd be pretty cool.
That'd be nice. Someday we'll get advanced. Someday we'll upgrade from my living room here in our apartment.
Yeah.
You won't hear Susie eating in the background, or the dogs barking,
we can also do it in my apartment.
or cars flowing back and forth in the garage, or
we can always do it in my apartment. There's nothing there.
Joey sleeping.
Broadcast from my apartment.
I mean, we could, but then I have to bring all the equipment.
That's true.
Doesn't seem very productive.
Yeah. I know it's easier for you because you're here, right? This is your home. So I come here and it's like,
what's your beverage of the
I
week?
come to you.
What do you use? A Pabst?
I didn't drink my Pabst today.
Then the big boy, huh? The 40 ounce?
Yeah, but it's just one. So it's,
So that's equivalent to what?
I think
4 beers?
2.5.
2.5.
Is it? I think it's 2.5.
40 ounces. There's 12 ounces in a can.
Oh, that's why the small cans. Yeah, that's not. That's 4.
That's like 3, almost 4 beers
That's nothing.
at once, like an animal, like an American.
So I've been doing some research on Baltimore.
Oh. One of Susie's favorite towns.
Yeah. So
Oh, yeah.
apparently,
We do it again. We'd stay down in Baltimore.
so crime is so bad in Baltimore right now that organizers from several groups are banding together and encouraging a murder-free weekend from August 4th to the 6th.
Okay.
Because right now they've had 188 kills.
So you're telling me they're trying to get all the gangsters and criminals together to say, hey, listen, I know I'm going to pop that guy's ass, but
just wait.
I'm not going to do it on this way because
No,
the mayor is asking for a murder-free weekend. So instead, I'm just going to... So do you know what that means? That means no murder on Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Do you know how much murder is going to happen on Monday?
No, do you think... No.
It's going to be a backstock of murder.
That weekend is going to be a slaughterhouse because no one's going to listen to that. They're going to mock it.
Think so?
That's what I'm thinking.
Be like The Purge, that movie?
Oh, God. I actually like that movie.
The opposite?
I like the concept. I'm all for the Purge.
Yeah.
Should totally do that.
What's wrong with the dogs?
I don't know.
You missed it yesterday. Tommy had the diarrhea again, so we're sitting there watching TV, and he just waddles into the kitchen and does what he did a couple weeks ago. And it was horrific.
Did it last as long?
No, it was real quick. He goes, sounds like the movie The Warriors. Does that ring a bell? Are you familiar with that movie?
I'm slightly familiar with it. I haven't seen it.
Is that a documentary on the Golden State?
No, it's not
basketball?
a documentary. It's about a bunch of punks gathering together. It was 80s.
So what are people murdering each other in Baltimore about? What's that all about?
Well, Baltimore's always been a shithole. I mean, but it gets worse because recently a Baltimore cop, dozens of cases potentially could be tossed out because a police officer was caught planting drugs after mistakenly leaving his body cam on.
Oh, that's good.
And in the video, he attempts to turn off the camera, but he only mutes it before he plants the bag of drugs.
He mutes it.
Yeah, he just mutes it. He thought he was trying to turn it off.
Oh,
okay. He ends up muting it instead. And he puts these drugs in a pile in a back alley. And the officer and his two colleagues then walk back to the street, where and then he flips a switch, and you can hear sound again, and then they go to discover the drugs.
Oh, wow.
So talk about, this, you're fucked. Everything is, right there.
Well,
you can't talk your way out of
it's
that.
really slick, huh?
Right.
What a really slick cop that is.
Yeah,
Good job.
Imagine being part of that and you really were guilty. It's just going to get tossed out.
What city currently right now has the most murder?
Oh, that's a good question.
Is it Chicago? Is it New Orleans?
Probably up there. I'd say Chicago.
New Orleans.
Baltimore.
DC? No, New Orleans, someone's dying every day.
Let's find out.
Chicago, everyone's dying. I mean, Boston's not been that nice this summer.
I mean, by population-wise, this might be...
That's not nice, Alex Wallace.
So, New
That's
Orleans.
not nice at all. What is it? You looking at murders for this year?
New Orleans has had... When was this published?
I'm sure you could just do a simple Google. It'll probably just tell you.
Highest murder rate.
It'll probably give you a nice little list. Courtesy of Wikipedia.
I'm trying to find another article on it. Wikipedia is usually right, but...
Typically. There has to be something like that.
Alright, 2017. Here we go. The top 30.
For 2017?
Yeah, 2017.
Alright, let's go to the top 5. Let me see if I can guess the top 5.
Alright, let's do this. Top 5. There we go.
Alright, so top 5.
In no order whatsoever.
Alright, so I'm going to say
top... I'm actually you're not going to guess 1, 2, 3.
Let's see.
It's impossible for you to guess 3 of these. I'll tell you that right now.
Alright, hold on. I think our feed's breaking up on, let's see. Can you check, Sue, see if we still got the feed going on YouTube? I mean, on Facebook?
Yeah.
Or can you just look in the camera? You're not going to be able to see any phone. Can you just look on the iPad? Is it still staying live? They still see us on there?
I see you guys.
Yeah, alright, we're moving. Shaking?
Yeah.
Cool. Okay, alright, still live. Alright, so top 5. Cincinnati.
Hold on 1 second. No, sorry, keep going. No, we're good.
I get 3 strikes. That's
All
1
right,
strike.
You got 3 strikes. That's 1 strike.
Alright, well, I'm going to go off the easy ones real quick. I'm going to get New Orleans.
Nope.
New Orleans is not in the top 5 in 2017.
Not in the top 5. No.
Chicago?
Nope. I know, right?
Wow.
I know, right? We just talked about one of them.
Oh, yeah. Baltimore.
Yes, that's number 5.
It's Washington, D.C.?
Nope. I know. I would have thought that too.
Wow. I want to say,
I mean, this is murder, not crime.
yeah, that's what I'm thinking
murder.
more.
Yeah.
I'm thinking, New Mexico. Or Arizona or something of that nature over that area.
One of them?
Now, is this by population or by murder counts?
Let's go.
Because that's a big problem right there.
Crime reveals the 30 cities in America with the highest number of murders per 1,000 residents.
Oh, okay, so that's different.
That's a per capita.
That's per capita. That's a lot. That's a harder number to follow.
That is.
Because you can live in a city with 5 people and 1 person dies, and 20% of your population got murdered.
It is, but let's face it, a lot of people live in cities because it's a city.
True, but some cities, the cities that have the most murders typically have a low population, and the cities with bigger murders.
So the fact that Baltimore, Maryland is a huge city and it's still ranked.
Yeah, but Baltimore, Maryland is probably it's smaller than Boston.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
so that's why it's tough, because it's like.
Oh, Boston's a very small city.
Is there? I wish we could get a list of like actual physical.
Should I read them to you? Or should I just read them
Yeah, just read them off by per capita.
Alright, number 5, Baltimore.
Okay.
Number 4, St. Louis.
Oh,
Missouri.
okay. Yeah, that one makes sense.
Number 3, Gary, Indianapolis, IN.
Gary, Indiana. That's where Michael Jackson's from.
Number 2, Chester, Pennsylvania.
Okay.
And number 1, Easter State, Louisiana.
Okay, you know why Chester, Pennsylvania probably has a population of 10,000 people?
2 that live in it.
And this guy probably killed his entire family,
What?
and that brought the percentage up.
Okay, so let's go with dangerous cities. We got that. Let's do this. Most dangerous cities in the United States. We're going. Oh, okay, here we go. All right. Cities in the U.S. Here we go. Top 5. Wow. Homicide rate per 100,000 people, and these are major cities.
Okay.
Homicide and rape.
Homicide rate per 100,000 people.
See, Alex guessed L.A., Chicago, Baltimore, Seattle, Detroit. No, see?
Nope.
Any of those?
No, Baltimore, St. Louis, yes.
No, he said L.A., Chicago, Baltimore, Seattle, and Detroit. Any of those?
L.A., no. Baltimore, yes. St. Louis,
just-
yes. Detroit, yes.
Detroit's on there. So we're looking at St. Louis, Baltimore, Detroit.
Yeah.
Um,
You just named St. Louis 1, Baltimore 2, Detroit 3.
there's no like Cincinnati or Philadelphia.
Let's go top 10. I think we should go top 10.
Top 10. Philly?
No.
No? Hold on 1 second. Let me fix the camera that Tommy just knocked over. Thanks, buddy. Let's see. Hey, whoop, that's upside down. So no Philly.
In the top 10? No.
Washington? D.C.?
Yes, that's in, Washington is number 7.
Okay. Cleveland?
No.
No. Gary, Indiana. Is that in that?
No. I know, man. I hear
Milwaukee?
You. Number, yes, Milwaukee's number 6.
Really?
No. Yes, it is.
Milwaukee. See, I've been to Milwaukee, and it was kind of like a town, you know? New York?
Nope.
No.
No.
So, let me ask you this question. Out of the 3 major cities, New York, Chicago, or
St. Louis, Baltimore. We already knocked out the top 3.
Yeah.
St. Louis, Baltimore, Detroit.
Okay.
Number 4 is actually, I'll tell you, it's New Orleans.
Okay, all right, we'll figure. Oh, yeah, it had to be up
Number
there.
4?
It had to be up there.
Number 5 is Newark, New Jersey.
Yikes! Don't go to the airport in Newark.
Number 6 is Milwaukee, like you said. 7 is Washington, D.C.
Is that your phone?
It is.
Oh.
Silence. Sorry.
I thought there was a bird outside the window.
7 Washington. 8 Kansas City, Missouri.
Ooh, I almost said Kansas City.
9 is Cincinnati, Ohio. And 10 Memphis, Tennessee.
Yes, I knew Memphis was a dangerous city.
I'm surprised. I thought Atlanta, Georgia would be higher up. Atlanta, Georgia is number 12.
You know, there's not a lot
They're
of...
the highest in rapes. I guarantee you.
Jesus.
Chicago's 15.
Strong
I
statement.
guarantee you. Look it up.
Okay.
I will not doubt you.
I don't think there's a lot of like murder in Atlanta.
Yeah.
I'd say there's some crime. I don't
that's
like,
true.
Because a lot, you gotta think of downtown Atlanta. You ever been to downtown Atlanta?
I know it's the airport.
Atlanta's, it's when it's not even downtown. That's like Worcester to Boston. That's how far away the airport is from downtown Atlanta.
Damn.
And Atlanta is very commercial. And there's not many people that actually live in downtown Atlanta. It's almost the whole area of Atlanta is almost just business. And they have their little neighborhoods, but like for the most part, people live in the burbs and the outer rim of the city.
Okay.
And there's probably sections that are pretty fairly dangerous, but like for the most part, if you're in downtown Atlanta, when it turns like 7 o'clock on a Tuesday, you might as well the sidewalks roll up. There's nothing there.
Yeah.
The ghost
It's
town.
a ghost town. It's like Pittsburgh's like that. Except for the underground. Yeah, the underground city in Atlanta is totally different. I mean, that has the underground nightclubs that are open all night long, and the malls.
See, I've never been to something like that.
Susie went to the underground nightclubs.
I've always wanted to go to that.
Right, Suze?
This is what it's all about. You know?
No.
Apparently, me and Joey went to the Underground nightclub in Boston, and I totally didn't remember. We went to Rise, that's open from 2 to 6 a.m. They don't serve alcohol, they just have dancing and DJs and stuff.
What kind of dancing?
You know, like spiritual and interpretive dancing, I guess.
I wish dancing could still be dancing instead of just dry fucking each other on the dance floor.
Why?
That's what it is now. Because I have to dance, man.
Just make-
Dance, man.
Yeah? Are you a dancer?
I can bust a move.
I never
For a
seen
white
you dance
guy,
before.
I got some moves. You know, I'm not gonna. You know,
Maybe if Sue invites you to the wedding.
If really.
No.
You're on the list.
Thanks, Suze.
You're welcome.
She has you penciled in.
What do you mean? She has all the control over this? You know, you are a part of this, Arty.
She wants to know if you're going to bring a chemist with you when you go.
I'll bring somebody.
Alright.
I hope, yes, I will bring my chemist.
So we're calling him now, chemist.
He's 100% involved. Don't let him fool you.
I know, right?
Alright, sure.
You
Whoever the
could've
boss
said
says.
that. Flex your muscle.
It's my boss.
We're gonna be there.
Who's it? What are you saying? Reese? Reese who? Who's R-I-S-E? I don't know what that means, Alex Wallace. Reese? Like Witherspoon?
Reese's Pieces.
Reese's Pieces?
Reese from Aliens.
Maybe.
Kyle Reese. Oh no, it's Kyle Reese, Terminator. We're talking Reese.
So what other information you have? You said you did some more, you did some research there where you work? Was that just it, the dangerous cities?
Yeah, that was it. Those are the major cities.
Oh, I thought you had another points to ponder, or yeah. We're gonna stop bringing, we're gonna have a live band here on the show one day.
That'd be hilarious.
Right into the living room?
Just turn the apartment and his
Imagine a drum set like right here and some, think the elephants would care?
Nah.
I wouldn't give a crap.
I
One song.
I miss having I think I'm gonna buy an electronic drum set. I miss having a drum set.
Yeah, me too. It's at my it's already at my grandma's. It's at my mother's house.
So I was looking into buying like an electronic one because at least then I can adjust the volume and the sound could be the
Oh,
same.
you put your headphones on,
Yeah,
yeah.
exactly. So I think I'm gonna have to do that.
All you need is an amp.
I miss it way too much.
You can actually hook it up to your, you could incorporate it into an acoustic set if you ever get another one.
No luck.
Like they do like in the shows, if you will. Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Any other questions? What do you guys want to talk about out there in the number regions of the internet depths? We got 20 minutes. 20 minutes. Phil.
Why does the seat creak so much? I sit on
Because
this.
they're
It
40
wasn't
years
like
old.
no, but it wasn't like this last week.
Maybe you're gaining weight.
No. Shut up.
Oh, Alex wants to know what's for dinner.
Yeah, what is for dinner, Suze?
Pasta with meat sauce.
Pasta with meat sauce. There you go.
Do I get a portion?
And
There we
garlic
go.
bread. Yes?
Oh.
What do you think? This is a goddamn soup kitchen?
Hey, if I'm gonna come all the way here, at least you're already here when I'm here. This is your place, so I have to actually drive here.
Yeah.
A blistering, maybe 20 minutes to get here. God, I deserve something.
That,
Mustard, it was good. Just add some pepper. Needs more pepper.
that Route 1 could be a beer sometimes.
It can. You know, cops and robbers routes. You know,
You're driving all the way from the berm.
from the woo.
From the woo.
From the woo. How is the Daily Woo going, by the way?
Obsessive. I just started the Daily Quickie again.
I don't know what that is.
I'm doing a daily vlog just like the Daily
Oh,
Woo.
yeah. I forgot about
I
that.
I'm the
saw-
Daily Quickie. I did my first Daily Quickie today. I'm going to do a video vlog every day for the next. I'm doing a 900. So I figure if I do 9,999 episodes, it'll last 27 years and 4 months.
So even if it's a day we do absolutely nothing, like call and sit today, just watch television on my couch.
Yes, as long as I produce one video. Because she's making 44,000 views per one video and making $280 bucks off each video. For 10 minutes of work. I understand. He does edit them now. He used to not edit, but now he edits them. But still.
That's something. Yeah, we gotta figure something out.
My mom loves your quickies. That sounded weird.
Put that on the t-shirt.
I've never mastered the quickie.
That's actually a great quickie. That's a good t-shirt to get for the show.
I don't really get
My
to
mom
it.
loves your cookies.
That is.
I like
Let
that.
me
I've
add
never-
that to my notes.
You should.
I'm jealous of people who can actually master the sexual quickie because I feel like I've never been able to do it. I feel like it's a session.
Look at you bragging. Like that sounds like someone who does
No,
nothing but
but it's like there's a little foreplay involved. So like I can't just jump into. No, it's actually kind of an insult to myself.
Do you believe
because
this?
I can't. No, I'm serious. I can't just jump into it and be like, yeah, let's get down, and then it's done. No, I feel like I need that little bit of build up. Like if someone's like, let's just have sex and then we're done. I can't do it. I can't do it. I need like some build up. I
Well,
can't
just
be
be like
like
30
I'm
seconds.
ready.
And
No, I can't do it. I need like a little bit of build up. Like let's fool around a little bit. Like I'd be like if someone's right now and then we're done. I'd be
So
like,
you're telling me if you had a window of 2 minutes,
no,
you're not doing it?
it wouldn't work. I'm sorry, it wouldn't work. I need like a
Wouldn't
build-up,
work.
a foreplay,
I don't know
and
what that
fun
means.
stuff, and then boom, and then it's gonna go on, and then I just can't do it. I wish I could.
Playing fun stuff. Like what do you like? Like what do you mean?
You know, some like diddling, some play, some like whatever. I can't just do like a two minutes. I can't do it. I just can't do it.
Diddle.
I wish I could. I wish I could just do like 2 minutes and like no, I'm not
Alright.
gonna be, no, I can't do it.
Oh, good for you.
Tried.
Put full effort into it, I guess.
It is.
Sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do.
It's true.
It's Tommy doing it. Tommy's making his home. Here he goes.
Oh, he's digging.
Tommy was making his home today and freaking Joey out. He thought he was gonna rip to the couch.
Yeah.
Tommy does this all the time. He cleans the seat. Can't really see it
Oh,
on the TV.
pillow off the
But
couch.
he'll clean the seat and he'll give himself a nice little spot where he calls his own. Probably scraping his dirty sister's hair off the couch, most likely. And yeah.
So I found my put that on a T-shirt quotes from our Sunday Fun Day.
Yes, we're starting a T-shirt company called Joe's Tees, and we're putting stuff on a T-shirt.
I think my quickie conversation made you feel awkward because you quickly diverted. Very quickly.
Because I really don't want to think about you in long, engaging sessions of love making.
No, it's called pelvic punishing. That's what it's called. It
Sounds like it would be punishment for anyone who would be involved in something that you're doing.
I was just trying to see if he was on there.
Oh, I get the display right here. He's slightly off.
So back to the t-shirts.
Yes. So what's some of the quotes you had from Sunday Fun Day?
I feel like I'm drinking a beer in a bank.
We went to that new Ginger Man place. It's the old McFadden's.
Oh wow.
I
haven't heard of this.
It looks exactly like McFadden's, except they took all the TVs away. And they made it look like a library. They have like tons of craft beers on there. They have like tons and tons of beers. But
I need more badges.
But as Sue says, it feels like I'm drinking beer in a library. That's what it felt like.
It's quiet.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was quiet. So here's my next quote on this place. This is the kind of place for intellectual conversation and book talk.
It is. It was. And me and her were doing the total opposite. I think we literally were doing the opposite.
Okay, I'm a little
It
nervous.
was not the place for that character. Parentheses, Arty dancing.
Oh, that's right. Okay, so...
Already dancing?
Yeah, so at one point I get up and I start making this weird dance, and Sue gives me this dirty look and goes, "This is not the place for that character."
So what kind of dance was it?
It was just kind of like a pelvic move, like a... I was like kind of doing like
Like
this.
Ricky Martin? Were you like swiveling
A
your
little
hips?
bit. I was
No,
like...
imagine
give it a look.
the Carlton dance.
Yeah, I was doing something like that.
So you're doing like some finger snapping? And
And picture this, the one TV that was on, the guy shut off for some reason, I don't know why.
Everybody was talking about books.
And everyone was talking about books. And obscure beers.
Okay.
Like, they took, like me and you like to try craft beers
Yeah.
and go to breweries and
Yeah.
stuff.
I
These
need
people
more
took it to the next nth degree. Like, they were like underground beer levels.
Okay, were
like,
they like hipsters though? Because I'm a little worried here.
would you say?
Was hipster
Yes.
population?
Yeah.
Yeah, it sounds like it. Like
Downtown
librarians,
Boston.
Speak hipstery and yeah.
Yeah.
Oh god.
Alex wants to know if you've done the quickie shuffle. Is that your new dance?
Like the truffle shuffle? No.
Yeah.
No. I wish I could. I can't do it. I'm actually jealous people can just pull it off. I can't do it.
And he also says that it's not sauce, it's gravy. Which is true. It is what the Italians call it.
Yes. It's not sauce. It's gravy.
It's gravy. If there's meat in it, it's gravy.
I can't call it gravy because I just think of brown gravy.
You have any more quotes from that
Well,
day?
if you're blowing out brown gravy, it's a problem.
Those are the only ones I had to remember. What'd you say?
This is not the place for that character. It happens.
So this is a hipster place.
Yeah.
Sounds like it is a video.
Yeah, it's not
Yeah.
anything I'd write home to mama, but it was alright.
Then we leave there and we go to the crab place.
Here we went to a Bakken crab.
Oh, alright. Yes.
And
Full of young
By the waterfront.
kids that haven't seen student loan
young kids
payments.
maxing out their credit cards, basically.
Mommy and daddy are
Mommy and
helping.
daddy's
Yeah.
credit cards.
Yep.
And then we went to Atlantic Bear Garden.
Yep.
And had intellectual talk, which is not the place you usually have intellectual talk. It was the total opposite.
I know. I didn't expect that.
We were thrown off. We were like, we should have saved this for earlier and then talked about what we were talking about before.
Oh yeah, I remember.
It was a really good. It was a really good DJ there. Remember?
Ugh.
I don't know.
There was no DJ. It was
No,
an
there's no.
annoying girl with an iPod.
What is
An
the most?
annoying girl that worked there with her phone who thinks she runs the
Yeah,
joint.
off her phone, DJ.
What was the most? I have a question for you. What is the most awkward conversation at a bar with a stranger you've ever had?
Oh God.
I'm sure you got something there.
The one we had in Key West was pretty awkward. That was weird. That weird guy who came up to us when we were at that bar with the dollar we put in the wall.
Oh my gosh, yes. Oh yeah, that was pretty awkward.
We're not sure if he was homeless or he was just like, he had a bunch of, like, I had the impression he was like a millionaire that just decided he was going to live off the beach.
Yeah, but he had a drug problem too.
Yeah. It was an interesting, how did he even approach us?
He was sitting next to us, and he approached us by saying, "Have you put $1 on the wall yet?"
Yeah, that was pretty awkward. That would be one of the weirdest conversations I've had.
Yeah.
What do you, are you familiar with bars in Revere?
Not really.
Alex wants to know, what's the worst bar in Revere?
I don't know. I'm not from here. I have no idea. Arty, this is your department.
Well, me and Suze walked by Buster Bar on Shirley Ave. And I'm not saying this is the worst bar in Revere. This is a bar that I've never been into, that I've always wanted to explore, but I'm afraid that it's one of those places if I walked in, the record would stop.
Yeah.
Because I think it's full of, like...
Like when we walked into that place in Maryland?
Yeah, but that was for different reasons.
Yeah, I know, but...
But this place, it would be like, it's like a towny bar. Like, I feel like if a kid walked in,
Yeah.
and I don't know why I consider myself a kid, I'm 33.
I know, but let's face it, we're grown up.
I guess I think it would be alright to walk in there. And if anyone out there's ever been to the Buster Bar, I'm dying to know what it's like. And there's a big Indian, like a Native American with a big headdress in the front for the side.
Oh boy.
It's crazy.
I would say for me the most awkward situation I've ever had in a bar was I was in Africa and I walk into this bar and I'm with my friend. She's from there. She's from Namibia, and we're walking this bar.
How do you meet a friend from Namibia?
Because she used to go to Harvard.
Okay.
And the problem is though she had to renew her visa.
Okay.
And when she
why did she just go and get a MasterCard? Typically that's easier.
No, she had to renew her visa. You have to renew your visa at some point.
Yeah, but she could have just got a MasterCard and she would have been fine.
At that time,
sometimes visa denies you.
I don't know. Well, what happened is she was rejected only because the problem in that country is that so many smart people are migrating out and they want to keep the smart people in.
Last time I got my visa rejected, I just got a MasterCard. Yeah, but I got my MasterCard, and then when I couldn't get that, I got an American Express. What about American Express? Did you try that?
Dude, you're talking credit cards. I'm talking about like Visa, like your like.
I know what you're talking about. And you just took 5 minutes of you just trying.
I'm being serious here. No, it was kind of sad because it's fucked up. Because imagine if you were going to freaking Harvard.
Yeah.
And then you're going to school there, and then your country tells you no, you got to come home, and you can't pursue your education there. That is fucked.
So what do you do?
You got to go back home and go to college there.
Why did she extend her visa?
She couldn't. They rejected it. Her country would not allow it.
Oh, then why did she apply for citizenship here?
She didn't apply for citizenship. She was applying to go to school here.
Yeah, but why? But she could have got her one round by applying for citizenship.
She didn't want to be a citizen here.
Well, then
you have students.
But you got to pick what you want to do. If your country's not going to allow you to be a student,
but they allowed it in the first place.
But if they decide they didn't want you, then you could go and apply for your citizenship and become a citizen.
But
and then go to school.
They allowed it.
Ah.
That's what I mean.
Eventually.
Yeah, but then you have to renew it, and then they didn't want it. But my point of the matter is, we'll get back to my
there's a way around it.
Get back to my bar.
I'm just saying there's a way around it.
Right? No, not necessarily. So she went back, and I go to school there. So I said, you know what? Like, I'm going to come visit you. I want to come visit. I want to come visit Africa. So I spent a month there, and I went.
What'd you do for a month in Africa?
I went to a bunch of countries in Africa. So anyway, is
that when you were popping those pills you were talking about earlier?
No. So I walk into this bar. Can we get to a goddamn bar story? So I walk into
the story about you being in Africa is
I let you talk.
The way that you talked about the bar in Africa.
I let you talk. Can I have my talk?
Well, what language do they speak in Namibia?
Dude, they speak two languages. They speak Afrikaans and they speak English.
Okay. And both understood by everyone? Kind of like Canada, where they both understand French and
most of them do. Maybe the older people are just Afrikaans.
So there's no communication barrier, so you can pretty much get around without an issue.
Unless you're like an older school African white guy. Like this is like some of them just stick to Afrikaans, but the younger ones they know.
And that's not even a language, Afrikaan, really?
Afrikaans.
Interesting.
Afrikaans.
Huh.
Which is funny because in that area there's a lot of white people. It's mostly German influence too.
Was it a colony at one point? Of some sort?
Something like that. Anyway, so I'm in this bar. And I'm walking around, and this guy, this jacked asshole, walks up to me. He sits down. I don't know what the hell's going to happen, but it's good to have a local.
It's going to make you a lampshade
right there.
Yeah.
To interpret, and so he's talking to me. He's speaking English to me. He's like, He's like, this your girl. Almost like Native American, like,
Yeah.
this your girl. And I'm like, yeah. And I'm like, yeah. And he's like, if you plant your seed in Namibia,
Wow.
you stay in Namibia.
Really?
That's what he says to me, right? And I'm like, okay, he's like, we do shot now. And I'm like, oh, all right.
Shut up, what?
So here's the thing, I was warned. Because there's a shot, there's this alcohol, it's called like, it's something like pizza. It's like this citrusy drink, but has seeds in it.
Okay.
And I was told, if you're going to do a shot of this, at least look at the bartender and be like, I won't do it unless you do one with me.
Okay.
Right? So she told me that, and the bartender, he said, we do shot of this. And I'm like, all right. So the bartender's like, we do shot. And I said, the bartender, I'm not doing one unless you do one. He's like, okay, fuck. Right?
So what is this? What is this liquor? What is
Honestly,
it
it tastes very fruity, but
Yeah.
it is so high of alcohol content. It's the scariest thing I've ever
so
tried.
why
in my
would you
life.
want to make sure the bartender did it?
To make sure there's nothing else in it.
Like,
You're in a third world country.
I guess
Oh,
so.
so they don't put something in
Yeah, or it's
it.
just something else. There's no shady business going on
So
here.
why would the
Yeah.
bartender slip something in there?
No, but like, you're in a third world country. She's like, I don't know. I didn't ask, but she's like, if you're going to drink that, make sure that the bartender doesn't
If I was a bartender in a third world country, I'd be bombed because everyone would be asking me to do drinks all night.
So I did it. It's funny because I've never had something so fruity and so high in alcohol content. Like here, things
Never
like
had
that
99
exist.
bananas?
Things like that exist around here. Like you drink those like mango Budweiser, those
Yeah.
are like 9%. You don't taste the alcohol, but this was like way higher. Than
You ever have 99 bananas?
No,
It's 99 proof banana liqueur.
9
It's like 49% alcohol,
Damn,
and it's potent. It tastes like banana.
that's scary.
They have apples too.
But yeah, 99 apples, right?
And you can't. Is it like you can't even taste the
It's
alcohol?
death.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Death.
That kind of stuff.
It is the type of hangover that you get that you contemplate, like, you know, I'm just not going to wake up for the next week.
Yeah, you gotta stay in bed.
Yeah, like, it feels like your brain's getting pulled out of your head, and then someone's using a wiffle ball bat to play like a pickup game, and then they're going to jam it back into you. And not to mention that for the next, couple weeks when you sniff a banana, or any banana smells, or apple for that matter, depending on what your situation was,
Hey,
it's terrible.
Ugh.
So what happens with this guy if you did a shot of him? Did he leave? Did he just hang
Yeah,
up?
no, he was cool with me. Yeah, he just left.
Who was he?
Just some guy, some local. He'd never seen me before. He just came. I mean, it was kind of a challenge thing, I guess.
Yeah.
And then it was a simple thing, and he was gone.
Interesting.
Yeah, it was kind of neat.
Yeah.
You know? Guess props to him.
You guys know me? You guys Facebook friends?
Oh, my friend in Africa?
No, the big guy at the bar.
No, not anymore. My friend in Africa, yeah.
Yeah?
I still talk to her.
Did she see the rain?
The rain?
Yeah,
What's the rain?
the rain. Down in Africa. Do, 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 do. You get it? Am my joke's
I
really
have no
that good,
idea
or is
what
he
you're
just like not getting them today?
I'm not getting rain.
he's.
You're not getting it? I saw the rain down in Africa.
How you
Toto.
doing, girl?
Toto, yeah, I see
Yeah.
Toto.
Oh,
No?
boy.
I got it.
You still talk to her?
Yeah.
She coming back to the States?
No, I might go over there. I'm going to Easter Island actually in I think October, November. I think
you really should go in April.
Why April?
Because that's usually when Easter is.
Oh, that was quick.
See, we're on the same page.
I'm on my A game today.
Actually, Susie got this.
But
Yeah? Easter Island.
Easter Island, which is interesting because
Is that not for South America?
it's South
No.
America.
South America.
Yeah, Chile. Like if you
Yeah, South-
if you
South-
best
yeah,
friends
alright.
from Chile flying out. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Which is funny because it's a freaking island, and then if you get there, what the hell is there to do after that? Like, yeah, you're gonna see these cool, the statues and everything like that, but then.
Then what do you do? Is there cities there?
Yeah, that's the thing. It's still being looked into.
Like, there gotta be cool towns you can go and drink. I mean, who owns it?
That's a good question.
I feel like it's like probably a British province or something like that. I can't imagine.
I don't know.
And who made the men on the Easter Island?
I don't know, but yeah, that's a whole other thing. That
Easter Island? Why'd you pick that out of a hat?
no, I like stuff like that. No, I mean, South America is interesting. South America is scary. I'll never. The most problem I ever had at an airport was in South America. They are.
Where were you in South America?
I went to Peru. I hit the Andes.
I didn't know. What? When?
Dude, what are you talking about?
Is that a real story?
Yes, no, I'm serious. It's true.
What do you talk about when you went to the Andes?
Yeah, I went up Machu Picchu and I did the
You hiked Machu Picchu?
I went to Machu Picchu. I did the Sacsayhuaman trail, and it's like 15,000 feet. It was fun. It was
When
a
did you
blast.
do this?
This was 3-4 years ago.
By yourself?
No, me and my buddy Sean went.
Oh, I think you have a friend in Peru.
No. I do. One of my buddies. I have a friend.
You do. Why wouldn't you?
I know, right? But
I'm exploring the 50 states. Sue, can you do me a favor and help me out here?
well, that's why I did all this shit when I was younger.
I guess so. I mean, I explored the 50 states and I found some interesting things.
See, I'll explore that later. That's about
Yeah?
when I get older.
Yeah, but what happens if this country breaks up into like 7 different pieces and you're not allowed to go to California?
No,
Like this place, who knows? You never know what's
It
gonna
could be
happen.
possible with California.
The country could just break off. New England's its own country, and then they cannot allow people to come up here or leave. You know?
That's possible. I will say the
And
scariest...
then you could have an opportunity to see the 50 states. You know?
I will say the scariest that I've ever been has been packed in like this kind of cab in Peru.
Was that a cash cab?
In the Andes? No. And we're
We're
like driving along the freaking mountain cliffs, and there's no guardrails, and they're literally hugging these mud like sides, and like there's no rail. You can see like down there. If this van tumbles over, you're gonna die.
They're done. Dunzo.
They're done. And I'm just like, okay, we're all crammed in, like smelling each other's BO.
So you weren't a fan.
And this thing. No. But it's funny when you hike and you have a female that's a part of our group, and she wasn't that attractive at all. But because she was the
What does that have to do with anything?
No, but here's the thing. We're men. So
Yeah.
the fact of the matter is, when you're hiking and you're with a bunch of guys, and there's a girl who's not that attractive, she starts off not that attractive.
Yeah.
But by the end of that hike, because it's been like 6 days, she
Okay.
starts to become kind of attractive.
It's a
Because
theory
there's
of
nothing else to
isolation.
look at. Yeah, exactly.
And for the 6 days, where'd you sleep? In tents?
Yeah, tents and stuff on the trip.
Where'd you survive?
No. The first day was a hotel, and then the second day a tent, and then the third day tent, and then the last day was also a
What'd you
hotel.
eat?
Well, they bring food too. The Sherpa, the porters.
And did you cook them yourself?
No, they cook it. I didn't do that.
How much does it
I'm
cost?
not that hardcore. I don't remember. I have the whole little thing. I saved everything.
Thousands of dollars?
Too much. It was less than you'd think.
I don't think it's going to cost $1,000 for the flight, round trip, at least, and probably $1,000 for this expedition.
That's fair.
$2,000?
That's it. That's fair.
Interesting. To go to Machu Picchu.
Not just Machu Picchu, but hike the Slacatante Trail.
Sacatante Trail.
Slacatante.
That's my nickname in high school. And how long was you gone for? How long did this last?
It was like 6 or 5 days, I would say. But I'm not gonna say we roughed it the whole time. I think the first day, the last day, and maybe one other day were hotels.
That's
for
okay.
sure.
Oh, I hope so.
Yeah. And it's funny because the altitude fucks you up. You could train for that, but the altitude, because you're so high,
Yeah.
you walk up a hike of steps, like just steps, and you're breathing like you just smoked an entire pack of cigarettes at once.
Denver's not like that. Wait a minute, Denver's only a mile, but it's like it's
Yeah, so imagine this, at 15,000 feet, and you're like, and that's when I realized how screwed we are.
3 miles up in the air.
This is before the hike, and I'm like, oh, I'm so screwed tomorrow. Totally fucked. Yeah, it was bad. And then I thought I was going to die that night in my tent because I couldn't sleep. Because your body is like, if you don't get enough oxygen,
What was the weather like? What time of year was this?
Oh, thank God. It was cloudy, but it wasn't rainy.
Yeah.
Thank God.
It was like 70s?
Nah, but at night we're very high up, so it was like low 50s, 40s.
So what month did you go?
Dude, this is that. I would say like August, September.
So you went in August, so you had to bring like winter clothes in the summer?
Yeah.
So
We're in the
shit's
Southern
the-
Hemisphere.
Yeah, but you're close to the equator, so
Yeah,
it
you
doesn't
are.
matter.
Yeah.
It's gonna be hot all year round.
No. Not even that high up. Because remember,
Not that high up, but I'm saying that if it's in August, you leave in Boston, and you put all your winter clothes away, you got to unpack your winter clothes
Yeah,
to go
you
to
do.
Machu Picchu.
Yeah. But it was a sight. But it's sad. It's gonna be totally fucked up. In a couple
Sue, would you ever hike Machu Picchu and live in a tent? Machu Picchu and live in a tent?
No.
Huh. Tommy would, though. Well, Tommy Brady would.
Someone had to leave because they broke their leg, and
Jesus.
you're within medical. You got a horse back with somebody. It's horrible. Like if something happens to you, and there are people crying. I want to go home.
Oh, I'm sure.
And no, it was bad because here's the thing. I thought I was legitimately gonna freaking die that night because here's the thing. Like I said, your body is if you're not getting enough oxygen and you're not used to that.
Yeah.
Pretend you're trying to fall asleep.
Okay.
Your body then says, "I need more oxygen," so your heart starts pumping harder.
Yeah.
Like you're banging. right? It's like,
Back to begging again. There we go. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
But the problem is, so then you wake up because like, oh my god, my body needs more oxygen. But then you're like, I'm sleepy, so you get tired and your heart rate slows. But then if your heart rate slows, your body's like, I need more oxygen. So it's this constant struggle back and forth. I was almost crying that night. I'm like, I need to sleep. Oh man! And everybody else was crying in that tent that entire night.
Why?
It was hell because nobody could fucking sleep, and everybody wanted to sleep because they were tired from the damn hike.
Sounds like a nightmare vacation.
Yeah, honestly, and the descent wasn't much better. People getting blisters, people hiking down. I mean,
I drove 6.5 hours to the middle of the desert without any radio or anything. And that sounds like a hell of a lot better time than what you just went through for a week.
It does. It does.
6 days to 6 hours. At least I drove past a, occasional brothel along the way.
That'd be awesome.
I'm sure you didn't see that in Monte Pisco.
Pisco?
Tommy makes a good point here. Tommy says, welcome to Reasons Not to Leave the United States. Agreed.
I think there's plenty of reasons.
And Alex, I'm drinking UFO White Ale today. Because our refrigerator is almost empty of our pleasures. Yeah.
It did piss me off, though, how I encounter people who didn't... I feel like, it's like, how could you afford this? Like, we've talked about this before. Like, I honestly have paid for every trip I've ever been on. I see these asshole college kids who are there, and it's like, you're this age? How could you afford this trip?
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, probably mommy and daddy, or whatever. It just pissed me off.
Yeah.
So much.
I went on every trip. My parents didn't pay for my adventures.
Good for you.
Just maxed out several credit cards.
Yeah, same here.
Probably still paying for.
Something.
Probably still paying for the trip I took to Italy in 2008.
How'd that go?
It was good.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I gotta get that at some point.
Expensive. But as Tom said, reasons not to leave the United States, like Adam DeWoo, who travels the country, and the carpetbagger, and our friend Jake from Bright Sun Films.
He's Canadian.
He's Canadian.
He's in Canada.
True, but he doesn't leave the continent.
He's in Canada. Yeah, it's true. All right.
And then, of course, Dan Bell down in Baltimore doing the abandoned videos and the dead mall videos and stuff.
He's in Baltimore. Don't die.
Yeah, I'm surprised he hasn't.
Don't get shot at.
He looks like he's Dan Bell reminds me of, if you haven't seen any of his work, just Google Dan Bell on YouTube. And he does does abandoned places. Dead malls was where I got into the dead malls. And he does,
I like dead malls too.
Oh, his Dead Mall series is phenomenal, he does.
I'll check that out, actually.
He does very good. Dan Bell. I am Dan Bell, I think is his name, as URL.
It is really sad, though, because of like Amazon on the online stuff.
Gone.
Malls are dying.
Malls are going to be gone in 10 years.
Really? You think 10?
Oh, yeah. Right, Noah? Little Noah wants to say yes. Come over here, Noah. Noah, you want to be on camera today? There's Tommy who pops up there. That's Tommy. That's Noah.
Oh, wow. Why does Tommy look thinner since the last time I saw him last week? Well, probably because he's been shitting his brains out.
Probably, yeah.
Come here.
Typically, usually, that's a good diet.
Come here, Tommy. You know I love you. I rub his hips and he's all good.
Yes. Did we hear last week that Adam was giving Tommy a massage?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
I made a new friend.
Oh. So it's doggy massage time here. We're going to conclude the
Doggy
show like
massage,
this. Adam, you plugging anything? Anything you want the world to talk about?
Obviously, you can go to thepacky.com and check out my articles and also my website, whirlwindreports.com, and you can follow me on Twitter.
There you go. You can get me on wizardy.com, thepacky.com. Please subscribe to our podcast. Go to YouTube, iTunes rather, type in the Arty 84 show and just hit subscribe. You just gotta click the button. Just so we need subscribers. Same with our YouTube page in the package. Just hit subscribe and you get to all the videos. You never have to search for them. They just come to you automatically. And that's what you should do. Also, I'm running for counselor. It's Fun City Rivera, so you can check out that site on Facebook. And we'll have more information on the fundraiser we'll be doing in October too. So get that out there and all that good stuff. But thank you guys for listening. Thank you for watching. Periscope, Facebook Live.
That's right, Periscope. Sorry we didn't see your questions this
iTunes.
week.
Yes, we'll figure this out. We're going to have a big
we
wall.
will. You guys have always been good to us.
Yes. Facebook was good today. You guys on Facebook were good.
Facebook's been great today.
Appreciate all the comments and the watches, and we'll do this again next week. Same bad time, same bad channel.
Toodaloo!
Bye-bye!